what are some major differences that you learned having been over there? And, maybe you can give some perspective on why you would prefer that to what we have here in the United States.
I can try. Everything is different. I would say everything is different, meaning that I even live with my family in the city. Mm-hmm. But what I mean by everything is different is that even city life there, the rhythm in which it moves is very different. Mm-hmm. Here in Chicago, we have most of the city is concrete. We have parks where we can go when we want to leave the concrete. We hear sirens all of the time. We hear gunshots. We hear ambulances. It's very much city life. Mm-hmm. A lot of light pollution. Where there, most of the roads are dirt roads. The main roads are concrete. And at any given time, whether on a dirt road or a concrete road, you can see a herd of cows pass you. Mm-hmm. You can see animals living all around you. You can see children kind of out by themselves in large numbers at a young age. So life itself kind of moves at a slower pace that's closer to nature's pace, mm-hmm. even in the city. And that really does a lot for kind of the level of stress that we get used to living in here in the West. Mm-hmm. Even I know for my wife, that was one of the big things she appreciated when we first went over there. After a few months, she just noticed like how more relaxed she could be. Mm-hmm. So that's different. But the thing that I would say I most value is that it's a place of culture. And what I can give maybe for some viewers to relate who haven't been there is that how if you have elders or family that live in the South, at least a little while ago, if you go to the South, there are rules that elders have. Mm-hmm. You don't sweep on somebody's feet, you don't do this, you don't do that, you make sure, all kinds of rules like that, like what to do and what not to do. Mm-hmm. And traditional Africa is like that times 1,000. Mm-hmm. Because you have an understanding of energy, an understanding of the spiritual field, an understanding of even just social dynamics of what's proper to do for harmony of the family, harmony of the society, harmony of ethnic groups living with other ethnic groups. And therefore there are rules, and those rules are tied to history, and that history is tied to identities. Mm-hmm. And all of that a child is learning as they're growing up, and they're having to live according to those rules. And right. That itself is like another aspect of just being human that we losing on this side of the world, because now the rules we know are just what's going to get me in trouble with the police or not. Right. What's going to get me in trouble where I have to pay a fine or lose out on a job or not. Mm-hmm. But there's no rules that are really tied to your identity in your family, your identity in your ethnic group, your identity, as a human being. Mm-hmm. It's more like the systems you're a part of and the systems that dominate you. Mm-hmm. The Chicago Police Department doesn't like it when I do this. My boss at work doesn't like it when I do that. Mm-hmm. We don't know what our ancestors don't like anymore. Mm-hmm. I don't eat this because my ancestors said nobody in the family should eat that anymore. Mm-hmm. I never can talk bad about those people because my ancestors made a pact with those people. We don't even know that kind of living anymore. Mm-hmm. So all of that has a profound effect on youth especially, and I find it very beneficial just because I get to see my children grow up in something like that, where they have that side of human education that I didn't really have.